Greetings, Earthbound travelers. Welcome to Saturday night. It's time for Sins of Blood. As you will notice, there's going to be some intermittent me freezing. We're having connection issues. So just kind of overlook it. We'll try to get it resolved by next week. But we're back. We had to go on hiatus due to a forced move. We're back, and we're here to play and to share our game with you guys. So before we get started, we do have some announcements to make. First and foremost, we are from a mature audience. Your discretion is advised. Secondly, we want to say thank you to our very own Patrick Taylor, aka Peculiar Patrick, for music that I'll be using tonight. And let's do some introductions.
Greetings, gamer. I am Raph the Mad, and tonight I'll be playing Sarek the Blade, the 6'9", super buff dragonborn with bronze scales and pearlescent white horns. Rather soft-spoken and not sure where things are going next, since they just released the unspeakable evil on the world. Oh, and I can be found at BLKDragon13000 at Twitter. Sorry, it's been a few weeks. I'm a little slow.
Hey, everybody. I'm Ren Matley. My pronouns are she, her. And tonight I'm going to be playing Nan, whose pronouns are she, they. Nan appears to be an elf of about 5 feet tall, plain brown hair, brown eyes, slightly pale, not super pale, but slightly pale skin. She doesn't get outside much. She's a map maker who would really like everybody to just acknowledge she's a map maker and ignore anything else. She also seems to be kind of afraid of everything. You can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back. It's me, Patrick, and my pronouns are he, they, and the character that I'm playing this evening is Dreft Vitakin. He is he, him, and he's a member of the Ankramore exchange program. He's a slender, pale elf dressed in simple black clothing. He's honestly very confused about what all is happening, and he's really hoping that he didn't just piss off his mistress for the rest of her life. And you can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
Hey everybody, it's Ames, and tonight I'm playing Frika. She is, well, her pronouns are she, her, mine are she, her. She is a 5 foot tall elf with indigo blue shoulder length hair with 2 acid green stripes, not strikes, and glowing acid green eyes. Currently, she is completely freaked the fuck out, and that might be like some bad news for everybody. Don't know. You can find me at LollyGFIFO on Twitter.
And I'm Tyr the DM, the world's okayest DM, and I will be guiding this cacophony of clusterfuckery this evening. My pronouns are he, him, and you can find me on Twitter at Tyr_the_DM. That being said, let's go ahead and get some gaming. This will be a short session tonight because I have to work. Yay, mandatory overtime. So yeah. Let's see. Before we get started, as always, our safe word for tonight is porcelain. And do we have any last requests before we get down on the get down?
Quick, somebody steal his dice.
I don't know. Does Raph have anything?
Oh, you mean like my pronouns?
Yeah.
I will remember eventually. Yes, I'm he, him, and my character is also he, him.
Hi, Mom.
When last we left the party, they had ventured out into the storm, heading towards the northern frozen wasteland of Sharkhandor. They had come across the gates to the Dwarven Kingdom, Constantula, where they had met a guard named Mance, who had brought them through the first gates to help give them shelter from the storm. Entering, you will find yourself in a small, for lack of a better word, alcove. There is a couple of wooden chairs around a fire pit. Is a couple of feathered beds over in the corner. There is spears and swords and shields along one wall, resting as if ready for battle. Above the fire, in a cast iron cauldron, bubbling, steaming, the scent of a thick, hearty stew dancing to your nostrils. The red-headed dwarf Mance will shake off the snow, pulling off the large fur cloak that he was wearing, and move over to the cauldron as he begins producing bowls for each of you. What in tarnations were you all doing out in this storm?
We're looking for the riders. We're looking for riders there to help us. You see, there's great calling we have for me and my friends here, and yes, we've had a bit of a rough time, you could say.
Oh,
Yes, we seem to be headed north to the Elk Riders, if I remember correctly. And we wandered out of the caves into that storm. We didn't mean to go out into the storm. Thank you, Mance, for this lovely dinner you're providing for us. And where is this city again? Care, would he really know would he have been to the city or at least known of it?
Yeah, most people known of Costandula. It is the new dwarven kingdom underneath the Ragnacorn Mountains. The old perishing, the dwarves gone for a long time. The anvils were silent, but now the anvils ring again. So most of you would be familiar with Costandula. I would say Brika and Dreft Dreft would be because he's explored the Ragnacorn Mountains. So I'd say Brika probably isn't familiar, given their past. Non, probably not either. So, but you would be, yeah.
So, my dear Mance, are you the only guard here at this room, or are there more of you?
Oh, I'm the only one here now. There'll be some along in a couple of hours. I'm on the early shift, as it were. With a storm like that, we don't have much to worry about.
Get many visitors coming through this entrance, do you?
No, we don't. And we don't get many visitors at all. King's closed down the castle or the kingdom. Even the merchants currently. So
Whatever for?
kings will be kings. They do what they want, when they want, how they want.
Oh, I figure so.
Ours is not to question why, you know.
As long as the pay is good, yeah, I guess. So what are we to do? Are you just staying here for the night and then moving on, or do you think we'll be able to go into the kingdom? We have some business to attend, or at least some questions to ask.
Well, y'all said you were looking for the elk riders.
Mm-hmm.
So once the storm dies down, y'all can head back out and head north. I can send word to the king that visitors are here requesting an audience, but I can't guarantee you'll get anything.
Truth, I wouldn't want to bother the king with our business at this point. How far do you know of the elk riders and how far they are from here?
Well, they're nomadic, so it's hard to tell.
Fair enough. My dear Draft,
Sorry, I've see eating this wonderful stew. Yes, dear Sarek.
have we any business in the city, or should we just press now to north to the elk riders?
And you'll see he'll take out his little notebook and kind of scan through it and be like, not exactly sure there's any mentions of us needing to visit the dwarves, but he'll close it, put it back into his bag. I've never been to a dwarven city before, though, and if the king needs something that needs helping, it's always nice to have the favor of a king in case you need a favor.
I suppose so, but the king seems to be closed, and I'm not sure we are the type of people who might want to impose on that right now.
Tell me, Mans, do you know of the name Vashka?
Never heard of it.
As that is unfortunate that you have forgotten such a great evil that once ruled over this world.
If you say so. Look, I get myself in a mess of trouble, but I'm willing to let you all stay here until the blizzard dies down. Ain't nobody should be out in that.
Thank you. We appreciate that. It would have been a rough evening. And he'll just eat his stew and sit back down and settle in till the storm blows over. Unless something else changes.
Do you play cards, Mans?
No, I don't play cards. I do dice.
How long do you think this storm will last?
Oh, at least till morning.
How long is that till?
Oh, you got about another 12 hours.
Ah, perfect. Meet me again in 4 hours. I'm gonna go sit in the corner over there, and it's going to look like I'm asleep, but I'm really not asleep. I'm really just paying attention very closely to the inside of my eyelids. And he'll very quickly finish his stew and then go transfer 4 hours. And I'm swapping out the cartographer's tools. Or no, the thieves' tools. Sorry, that's my Sharikai tools. He's swapping out thieves' tools for dice set because he can learn the information while in the trance through.
Yeah, but I didn't think you could switch the actual.
Mhm.
You're talking about your proficiency?
Yeah, he gets one. It's the where is it? It is the.
I understand when you trance, you can change your proficiency. You're not switching out physical tools for dice. You're switching out.
Oh yeah, the proficiency. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I was gonna say, if you could create things, I have a job for you.
I wish, but yeah, yeah, sweet as.
Sarek will take.
Oh, hey,
first
I'm
watch.
moving.
Yay! Sarek will take first watch, and he'll play dice with Mance on his watch.
All right. So we'll play 2 hands. The way it works is 3d6. Highest total wins. And shoot.
10.
8, 12.
Damn.
And shoot.
Not much better. Sarek has no luck at dice. Apparently, he's only got a 9 on that one.
11. Last hand. Shoot.
Ooh, back up to a 10.
8.
Ooh, hey. 1 out of 3 is not great. But it passes the time, and he'll just make small talk with Mance until his watch is over.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Perception +2. 18.
You ever got that feeling like something's watching you? Like you could feel eyes upon you? Like Sarek has that feeling like something's watching.
He will continue playing his dice, but that's probably why he started to lose, as he's starting to pay attention, look around a bit more, see if he can't figure out what's watching him. He also see if Mance is making any movements or motions or indications he knows something's up.
Mance does not seem to give any indication that he feels like something's watching him.
Okay.
The rest of your watch will go through. The feeling will linger, but it will be time to wake the next individual for watch.
Eeny, meeny, chili, beanie. Brecca, dear up. And, dear Brecca, it's time for your watch.
Yes.
I
Should.
feel like keep your eyes open, as I feel like I've been watched for a good while on this by something, but I have not been able to locate or find out who or what it was.
Okay.
And he will curl up in the corner with his blanket and his back to the wall and his sword right next to him.
Yep.
All right. Breaker, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Question: each watch is 3 hours, yes? Because there are 4 of us.
Right.
Okay, so about an hour into Brika's, Druft will wake up from. He'll get out of his trance.
Okay.
Okay. That's a 19.
Breaker, you also feel like something's watching you. Like there's something somewhere studying.
And it feels like it's like in the room with them.
Yes.
Okay. She is going to investigate. She's going to walk around the room a bit and like even look into the whatever shadowy bits there are.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Okay. That is an 18.
You don't find anything corporeal, but there's definitely something that is just barely avoiding your many gazes, something that is able to slip in between the fragments of shadow and conceal itself even from your watchful eyes.
Is she able to? Does she know like whereabouts in the room it is, or is it even like slippery enough she can't quite pinpoint like it's this corner or that corner?
Yeah, you can't even pinpoint what corner.
She's just gonna continue like basically kind of watching the room and going from shadowy place to shadowy place because that's where her, of course, her dark vision will help to some degree.
Waking up an hour into that. Brika, what are you doing?
There's something watching us. I can't. It just it's right there on the edge of all of my vision.
Like the corner, like a shadow in the corner of your eye, but you're not quick enough to see what it is because it's already moved out of your eyesight.
Yes, it's right there.
Hmm. Well, that is very ominous. But you, and he points to Mance. You, I'm ready for dice now.
All right.
How
3
many
dice.
dice?
You add your proficiency bonus to the rolls.
Hell yeah. That's a 14.
And a 14. That's a tie.
Ooh. Ooh. See, sometimes you just need a little bit of sleep. That's an 8 this time, so.
At 12, Mance wins that one.
Ugh. But what about a 9?
15.
He just curses a little bit in Infernal under his breath. They're supposed to teach me much better than this, but sometimes the luck gods are not on their side. Here is your gold. He gives him like 2 gold.
It's at this time that those of you that are paying attention will witness Nan's body lift and fly rapidly out into the blizzard. This will wake you up, Nan.
Yeah.
That's fair. Of my characters, she's probably the lightest sleeper. What the hell? Does someone want to do something?
One minute, man. Nan, what are you doing outside in the blizzard?
She's flying away.
Nan, what are you doing? Come back. No,
I'm not
stay
doing
in here.
anything. Somebody do something.
He'll jump out and try and grab hands.
Give me an athletics check with a disadvantage. What was you going to say, Brika?
She would have misty stepped so she could have kept up with her going out the door.
Okay, so Misty stepping. You are out into the blizzard. Give me a perception check, disadvantage because you're in the blizzard. What did you get, Drift?
That's an 11 on my athletics.
No.
Sorry.
Oof.
Does this wake up Sarek?
No, it does not. Go ahead, Brika. What was you going to say?
I normally get an advantage on perception, so it'd be a flat roll for perception, right?
Flat roll.
Okay. That's a 9.
All right. Nan, you are very rapidly flying away from the cave.
Is there anything she can do, or is it just like she's just helpless in the air?
Give me a perception check first, though.
Okay. Perception. That's 19.
Something is carrying you.
Something she can't see, but she can feel something there. She's gonna kind of flail and swat at what she can feel, because it's Nan. She's not exactly combat proficient.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Oh boy. Let's see, that's a +0. So it's whatever the dice rolls. 18.
18?
She's flailing.
Oh, so close. I rolled a 19. So you continue to go. Let's see. Brika.
When she misty stepped and did her perception, am I still within 60 feet? Of where...
Yes.
All right. Brika's going to use her fairy fire. In hopes that it'll outline whatever may be invisible.
Brika, you and Drift, and well, Nan, since you're there, will see a dark shadow, approximately 9 foot tall, appear in the fairy flame as it continues to run away. Drift.
I want to use my gift from... Sorry, my blessing of the Raven Queen that we reflavored to be the Shadow Queen. I would like to teleport 30 feet from forward closer to Nan, and then using my rest of my movement to chase after her. It's like 60 feet total.
All right. That'll put you right on the heels.
Can I do another jump to try and get a hold of her?
Athletics check.
Ooh. That's a 15?
Just misses.
Damn.
Nan.
She's in a panic. She's going to produce a flame in her hand and try to hold it to the creature.
Oh, shit. You will hear a howling, oh, as you are thrown to the ground.
Oh
The
boy.
fairy fire mingling with real fire as this creature's fur ignites. It's snarling and howling as it dives into the snow, rolling back and forth. You will hear several other howls. Oh! It's at this time, Sarek, that Mance kicks you. Get up! There's something going on.
What? Oh, bother. Sword. Out the door, he starts running.
All right.
Yeah, he goes out the door. Does he recognize the head creature that's outlined at all?
No.
He will double move. His move is currently 30 foot, so 60 foot to get out the door to catch up.
The creature now, after extinguishing the flames of its fur, will begin running away.
Nan will try to get up and as quickly as she can try to run back toward where she came from.
All right. You will encounter Brecca and Dreft and see Sarek running up behind them.
What the fuck? Let's get out of here.
Back into the cave. Yes, I agree.
She's not going to wait for them. She's going to keep going.
Sarek will wait for them to pass him, then he will follow behind them, keeping an eye behind himself to see what's following up on him.
As you all are running, it will be like you're running into something that's running towards you. I need everyone to please make a strength check.
Check.
Brika, you're muted.
That's a 6.
All right. You will be knocked to the ground. Dreft,
18.
you managed to stay on your feet. Nan,
15.
you managed to stay on your feet. Shrek,
15.
you managed to stay on your feet. Brecca,
Yes.
I need a Constitution saving throw as the snow begins to try to engulf you as if it's a living creature.
That's a 5.
You will all wake up. You are cold. You are hungry. You are huddled in a cave. Dank, smelling, putrid, horrible smelling cave. You will see they are around you mushrooms, fungus that at the slightest touch emits spores, hallucinogenic spores. Y'all are still in the caves before stepping into the blizzard. There was no dwarf. There was no stew as your stomachs growl in protest. There was no fire. There is only cold.
Well, that's kind of rude.
All right, so we're still in the caves before we went into the one with all the mirrors that created all the light, right?
Right.
The one that was an offshoot from where we fought the Shadow Wolf thing, right?
Right.
Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm on the right track.
Did we at least qualify for a short rest or a long rest in this time period? Just asking for a friend?
Because I am benevolent. I will give you all a long rest.
Thank you.
Yay!
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous. Nan's gonna very quietly pull her bag over, open up her bag, and start eating some rations out of her bag.
They say roads were made for journeys, not destinations. But that was one hell of a trip.
Yes, that's his. I'm sure that is something that they say. He just rubs his temples.
He's gonna kind of carefully stand up and look around a bit more to see how much of this area that they're in is covered by the spores, by the mushrooms.
The entire area.
Wait, so that means if we're still in the caves, we didn't see a room full of mirrors and climb up to outside, and Dreft never actually sent a letter on the wind. Because all of that happened. Because all of that happened after the fight with the wolf, after we got outside. And if we're
Hard to
still
say.
inside and have never gotten outside,
Oh, look,
Hard
it's
to
a piece
say.
of paper that I decided to open into the wind. Let me just put that back into my backpack.
Mm-hmm. He's just gonna look around for exit entrance to this area. How did we wander into this space?
How did you wander into this space? That's a good question. The more important question is, how do you wander out, as there are mushrooms everywhere?
Yes, that's he's looking for the exit, but before
Give
he
me an
moves,
investigation check with disadvantage.
before he moves, though, he wants to look.
Oh, you're just looking. Okay, yeah, give me an investigation check.
Yep. Okay. Oh, that was an 11 then.
You see a ray of light shining down on the floor above you. Following it, you see an opening above and to the right.
What are you looking at, Disirak?
There's a light above us to the right, an opening up there.
Well then, are there mushrooms on the ceiling or is it just on the floor?
Just on the floor.
Well then, it seems this is a good time as any to reveal the facts that I have, and we'll pull out 50 feet of hempen rope, some pitons. I'm afraid you're going to have to hammer it into the rock yourself, but there's the tools.
Is the hole in the ceiling or up next to a wall we can climb up to?
It's up next to a wall you can climb to.
Okay.
So 10 pitons and 50 feet of hempen rope. And you can keep it because I don't think that I'm going to want to try and get it back after this.
Well, let's if that's the only exit he can see, he's gonna start carefully making his way over to the wall to start setting the climbing.
All you have to do is make a series of dexterity saving throws or dexterity checks.
Oh,
You only have to make 3 of them.
I am so fucked. Oh boy. Bother.
You seem nervous. Do you want someone else to do it for you? No judgment. I'm not trying to say it's some tasks that some people can do and some tasks that are okay. So then I suppose then I will do it. Do you have the hammer?
He hands the hammer back. He's like, I'm rather oversized for this task.
Perfect. And I guess Dref's gonna put the thing onto his shoulder, put the pitons back in his bag because he was carrying them, and he's gonna try and make it across.
All right, give me a dexterity check.
Uno. That's a 19.
Easily. Next one.
Ooh, that's an. Oh wait, hang on. How far away is this wall?
Oh, it's about 35 feet.
I made it already some of the way.
Yeah, you're about. So now it's about 25 feet.
Okay, so then as I'm about to fail this last check, I'm gonna poof the rest of the way there because I rolled an 8.
Oh, good. You poof as the mushrooms poof, the spores coming up in the area where you would have been. You find yourself standing on solid ground.
See, no big deal. And Dref's gonna use his turn to start. He'll piton he'll like puts a piton on the wall, rope around it so that's snug, and then he'll kind of like climb a little, like try to climb a little bit and set more pitons as he goes up the wall.
And up the wall you go.
While he's doing that, Sarek's can look around for Laz.
Laz is there with their NPC light on.
Okay, cool. Just checking. Not that you do anything evil at all there, Tyr.
What?
As he makes it up the last piton, he's gonna climb out of the hole.
Ladies, after you.
Breaker will shrug and go ahead and go up the rope.
Well, you got to get through the mushrooms first.
Oh, okay.
So, dexterity check.
Okay. Sorry if I seem distracted. I have got a very insistent cat over here that is insisting that whatever I'm currently doing right now is not as important as petting him. And that's an 8.
Poof. Spores ignite or take flight around you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 7.
Please roll a 1d4.
Okay. That's a 4.
You begin running towards the wall as fast as you can, as you believe you are on fire. As you go stomping through, more and more spores explode into the air. I need Sarek and Nan to please make Constitution saving throws. Nan?
12.
Please roll a 1d4.
Shit. 1.
You go running back towards the original entrance of the cave as something is chasing you, something horrible, something that devours your kind. Sarek.
I have to ask, would that produce... well, no, it would absolutely produce fear.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I got a 19.
You're just getting stoned.
Ooh. Ooh. And he's just going to look at Nan, dear, where are you going? Why are you screaming? Whoa. I guess you'll follow after Nan to try and corral her, hopefully, maybe.
As she is terrified and genuinely believes something is chasing her, her eyes will once again go white, and she will become a panther and run.
Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Whoa, these are some good shrooms. She turned into a kitty. And he's going to go kitty, 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 chases after.
It is at this point that the hallucinations will wear off of Rika and Nan. Raph, you're still stoned trying to pet the kitty.
Kitty will shake its head, turn, look at Sarek, and kind of growl.
Oh. Are you Nan? Did Nan go this way? We're supposed to go up there. And he points up to where Draft disappeared to.
Okay, I need everyone but Dreft to earmuff. All right, Dreft, crawling out of the hole, you see yourself standing on the edge of the Ragnacorn Mountains. Looking down beneath you is the Keep Gregorian. From where your vantage point is, you can see all the way into the Sea of Sorrow and how much of a juxtaposition seeing the snow give way to the desert.
Well, I'm not an Anglemora anymore. Where the fuck is everyone? They were literally right behind me. And he's just kind of like gonna poke his head back in and see the calamity that is whatever's happening. And then just go, you know what? I think I'm just going to wait. And he's gonna kind of make enough space so that they can get out of the hole and just sit there, wait for him.
All right. Let me bring everyone back. Okay. The high wearing off, the quick tolerance that builds up to these mushroom spores coming into place as they are mighty, but the body will gain resistance to them quickly. That's why they are the one-time high. What would you like to do, Brika?
How far is it to where the rope is already on the wall?
You try in front of you.
Okay. I was gonna say she's gonna misty step over to it if need be. So she's gonna climb up. You said the wall's how high?
It's about 60 feet.
Okay. She'll go her 30 feet.
You don't have to worry about movement speed. You can keep climbing.
Okay.
We're not in combat.
Okay. She'll climb up to the top then.
All right. Nan.
She'll growl at Sarek again for trying to pet her. And kind of pad her way over to where the rope is. Shift back. Kind of shake it off and try to climb up. But she's not very strong, so.
Then give me a strength check. See, I was just going to let you do it, but.
I was just going to say she's not very strong, so it's going to be slow going. But okay.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Short game tonight. We won't waste it with rolls.
All right.
Sarek.
He will feel a little bummed and as his head clears, and suddenly he's rather really hungry. He'll swing by to make sure NPC Laz is guided up the rope, and then he'll follow up last, climbing the rope.
All right. We're going to go ahead and take a break here. I'm having personal technical difficulties, so we'll be back in 10 minutes. Just hang out while we get our beverages of choice, our 60 stacks, and handle our things. Love you guys. And welcome back. Thanks so much for hanging out while I got shit sorted and while we got our snickety snacks, our beverages and choices, and handled the things we need to handle. Before we left, the party had come to in a cave filled with hallucinogenic spore producing mushrooms, where they're wondering if the things of the past events were real or not. Did Dreft send a letter?
Did we
We
release
will
the great evil?
perhaps never know. Oh, you did release the great evil. You that much.
I was hoping.
We tried.
Climbing out of the hole, you will find yourselves high above on top of the Ragnacarn Mountains, looking down to the valleys below. You will see the mammoth Keep Gregorian. Below that, the sweeping, steep jaggedness of the mountains, and even the demarcation of where the snow ends and the sun begins into the glowing sands of the Sea of Solace. What would you like to do?
You know, if we make our way down there, we're out of the snow.
Out of the ice box and into the oven. Perfect. And
Don't-
he'll start making his way.
Don't the elk riders live to the north? I assume that's where we need to go, correct? I think. It's all kind of hazy at this point.
Oh, fuck. So you're right. We should be going to the elk riders so that we can find out where the last known place is for the sword. I'm remembering correctly. Some weapons that the warden was keeping, and then, but then there's also Glendomir, because that is where the stones are going to be.
Elk riders, certain death among the snow, or Glendomir. I vote elk riders, please. Thank you.
Do not like the Glendomir. I've never personally been to Glendomir, so I can't say if it's good or bad, but
Terrible place. You really don't want to visit it.
I have reasons for not wanting to go there.
are your reasons so big that you would not put them aside to save the world? I ask hard questions. I see every time that I ask hard questions. You a question, or you a question, or you a question. Every time I find the hard ones, you know when there's the hard ones. It's like you are not grown to know that death is certain from every single aspect of your life, and that you just accept it. It's as if you're not constantly at war with the, oh wait, hang on. My Ankramora is showing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I'm sorry, you're what? It's showing.
I'm from. Is it not? I apparently speak very much better common than I thought I did. Yes, darling. I am from the Angramora. You know, the shadowed realm of that was in the. There was a war with the material plane, not some. What is it? DM it's 60 years. 60 years. 30 years. 30 years. 6 years ago.
And I'll just inch back from him a little bit.
So
I believe you remember that, but Becca.
Brecky's just gonna kind of look at Dreft and then look to the north and be like, there are things worse than death, and start walking north.
Yes, if you do not know death, how could you know life? And he will also start and head to the north.
Nan's going to kind of look around at that comment. Like, I know life because I'm alive.
That man has killed someone.
I do my best to keep to myself and not mind my own business and no one else's.
That's fine, but unfortunately, now that we're in a groove like this, dear Nan, my business and your business are the same business. So now we can be friends and know each other's business beforehand. Such as, I was an exchange student in the Angramora program, probably have heard of it, very big and famous. The Queen of Angramora sent there was 5 of us that came over from Angramora and learned your ways of the material plane, and 5 of your material plane people came to Angramora. Do you remember? Yeah.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, where are you from?
That's not your business.
It is my business. If I'm going to be
No.
using my blade to make sure that you stay alive because you run away from everything, then it is definitely my business.
My business is my business, and your business is your business.
Darling, we just went over this. I know that my comment is not that bad, but your business and my business are the same business. You were just in the room as the same rooms as I was in when we freed, so Lucius boy. You take his girlfriend into the box.
Look, everything from that forward is shared business. Everything from before that is not.
Okay, that is how we will play it. Since that is how we will play it, fine. And Draft will kind of take a couple steps faster, to not be walking with Nan, just so that he cools off and he's like, okay, he's gonna break this egg, but it's not gonna be now.
As you all are walking, the light that is visible, what light there is as the blizzard rages, slowly begins to fade. And you see orange dots on the horizon. Fires.
Is anyone familiar with these lands, by the way? Or are we just kind of walking blindly north in hopes of finding something?
Well, I'm tracking where we've been, so we can find our way back. But I don't know where we're going.
Rika, dear, have you been up this way before?
No, but we said north earlier. Elk riders were supposed to be this way, so no.
Shall we check out the campfires ahead? Maybe they are the elk riders, and maybe they're not.
Yes, but let us try to be a little more friendly. And looking at Nan.
I don't really do the whole friends thing.
Guess what? You got a friend in me now, pal.
Yeah, I don't think so.
When you're tasked to save the world together, unfortunately, as much as I wouldn't want to be your friend, I'm now stuck being your friend. So, take it, leave it. There's a way. You can die at the end of a spear, and I will still try to protect you into my dying breath. Unfortunate, but it is the way of the saving of the world, I'm saying. Anyway.
It's really more of a codependency than a friendship.
Is that not what friendship is? He says over his shoulder as he's just walking towards the campfire lights.
I don't think so.
Sarek's gonna turn to NPC Laz. I like you, friend. You're quiet. And keep walking.
Bricka's just gonna say it loud enough that it can be heard that we can simply be co-workers. You can trust co-workers to do their job. You don't need to know our past. I don't need to know your past. The stars show me what I need to know. Otherwise, we're just co-workers.
See, that one gets it.
And note that her voice has changed. Like, her accent has changed 3 or 4 times. Seems to be like, it just depends.
Nan seems oddly unfazed by that.
It is at this point that you will hear, or rather, hear and feel thunder. As you will see elk driving down on you, large, fur-covered men on the back of these elk, deploying nets. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Jeff does not try to jump out of the way of the nets. As soon as he hears and feels it, he drops to his knees and puts his arms in the air.
What'd you get, Raph?
I got a 17 because I get a
Nice.
+0 on Dex.
Brika?
16.
I'm sorry?
16.
And Nan.
15.
So the rest of y'all are able to get out of the way. Their nets ensnare Dreft, and they do not stop. They just keep riding, making a U-turn heading back towards the fires, Dreft in tow.
Hey, now come back here. That annoying little elf is ours.
Does anybody know if they're cannibals?
Don't know. At this time, I would like to use one of Brekka's abilities that is telekinetic speech or telepathic speech. While he went right before Dreft would have gotten captured when he was still within 30 feet, she can establish a connection, and then the connection lasts for 3 minutes, and then they can be up to 4 miles apart. And they can talk, and it allows them to talk back and forth. And she's just going to say to him as he's being drugged, "Don't worry, we're still coming behind you."
He can respond back, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I have no doubt you will definitely come and save me. Or no. He says, "I'll see you by the campfire."
Sarek will break into a ground-eating jog to try and catch up to him, but he's not going a full sprint to tire himself out.
We're not really running, are we?
I mean, we may want to move with a little bit of speed, maybe just a little.
I want to see if they're going to eat him.
Well, I mean, we can just follow the tracks.
Besides, he owes me money.
It's at this time you will hear thundering hooves again as a new set of fur-covered men barrel down on you. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws. Except for Draft, you're already in the net. Then.
Hey, Tyr. Can Sarek just stand there and see if he can pull them off their mounts by grabbing the net?
You can try.
Athletics?
Opposed athletics.
Not bad. 17.
22.
Nope.
Standing there, bracing yourselves. The nets grab you as you pull. You are drug off of your feet. Whee! Brika.
9.
You are captured. And Nan.
A dirty 20.
You are not.
So as they're drug off, she'll just start following the tracks because she doesn't know what else to do. Though she'll most likely be talking back and forth to herself in some sing-song sounding language.
All right. So, Draft, Brika, Sarek. It is a bumpy ride. You will each take 19 points of damage.
Ow.
That almost, just so everybody knows, that puts me at like 2 hit points.
Sorry, your healer's out of range.
You are deposited near a large bonfire. A large, burly man wearing furs, his hair in multiple braids, a long scar running down the middle of his face into his neck. His arms, what you can see, covered in scars, carrying a wicked-looking blade. Those eyes, those blue piercing eyes, they seem to just drive into your soul. Who are you in our territory?
Hello, my name is Draft Vitakin. These are my companions. Sarek the Blade. This is Brika, and the one just walking up to camp pretty soon is Nan. And we were instructed to save the world from a great evil known as Vashka. And
his sword will come out and stop at your throat as you say the word Vashka.
Yes, that I was expecting that. And he'll very, very carefully, take his finger and push the blade away from his throat. I understand that you are a mighty warrior. It's very apparent by this blade and your very impressive stance. I mean you no harm or disrespect. If we do think I'm used to this sort of thing, if you know what I mean, this is very familiar to me. Now, we were instructed to find the. He looks at Eric. Find the.
Sword?
This. The sword blade that was given to the warden of the blood hunters, Keep Gregarian, and that blade is to help us in the defeating of, well, you know who.
You think you're going to wield this blade?
Well, here's the thing. I did not think myself personally would wield this blade. No, I've said maybe I could hold on to it so that maybe perhaps my mistress could wield this blade, and then she could in turn help destroy this evil. Or I have also very much considered asking my companion Sarek, because Sarek literally has the blade in his name.
Okay, I'm going to step in and give a little bit of DAM assistance here. Y'all were not after the blade, but was after the memory crystal in the blade.
That's right.
Well, if you're not willing to part with the blade, perhaps you're willing to part with part of the blade?
And what can you do for us?
Well, you see, we are helping destroy a great evil. I think that would be enough for one culture from another.
Him and another will begin speaking in a language that you can't understand. Wait, does Dreft understand spoken languages or written?
It's written, but I'm looking at my languages to make sure that it's not a language I can't. Oh, I only speak Elvish. Damn it! Curse this non-polyglot character.
Has Nan shown up yet?
I'm getting there.
I'm just wondering.
At this point, Nan, you will arrive as the warrior that is standing over Dreft will nod sagely and say, yes, yes, you will purge the green one.
I'm sorry, it's the green one?
Yes, there is a green one that is affecting our elk herd, causing trouble. Mighty magic. Our warriors cannot get close. If you are heroes sent to save the world, then purging this one creature from our midst would be nothing.
Exactly, it would be nothing and then therefore a waste of my fucking time. I don't mean this disrespectfully, but it's very disrespectful to ask a hero of meant to save the world to do an errand. My armor class is a 14.
Yeah. It is at this point that you'll take 3 points of damage as soon as the words fucking leaves your lips, a fist collides with your face.
Oh, fuck! Okay. I understand that there may be just a cultural barrier here, and I understand that, and that's on me. I am an archaeologist, not an anthropologist. That is on me.
Draft, quiet. We need to help these people so they can help us. It's kind of a trade. So, what does this green one look like, and where can it be found?
He's about this tall. He holds his hands up. And green. He lives in the gray tower. He will point. A ominous looking wizard's tower as lightning dances across the horizon. Different glowing orbs circle slowly, some quickly, It is obvious this is a wizard's tower. Rises in the distance.
Because of course he does. How does he come out? Does he come out to blast you, to curse your elk, or they just wander near that tower and get cursed?
We do not know.
Oh.
We just know that since his arrival, our elk have been different. They give stillbirth. They do not produce milk. Their meat rots after the kill. That thing is providing a great evil to the land.
How long has it been here?
It's been here a couple of days.
Here. Is there any way to tell how long we've been underground? And
Does anybody have keen mind?
Not yet.
No, we're only level
No.
3.
Nope.
Wait a second. We know what day we went underground, right?
Yes, I have that actually. I actually have that in my book.
Excuse me, sir. What day is it, by the way? We've been
It
under
is Elk's Meat Day.
Damn. Of course. It's a good day. How far to the tower?
About a half a day's travel.
And it's evening now, or is it getting towards?
It's night now.
Maybe stay here for the night so we could rest up and then tackle the tower in the morning.
Sure. But if you try anything, you will sleep with the elk.
Slept with worse.
Excuse me. I'm a bit out of breath from the walk. Anyone want to catch me up on what's happening?
They're staying here and we're going to go slay a tiny green thing in a stupid fucking tower. Please don't hit me. I'm trying to talk to my friend here.
Yeah, so he's a good point.
Not his friend?
Anyway.
Yes, dear Nan, we're here to we're gonna stay the night. In the morning, we get to go to the Tower of Death up there, and he points up to the Wizard's Tower.
She'll kind of look in that direction and shake her head. I knew I should have walked the other fucking way.
I need everyone but Brika to please her muff. Brika, you've not been paying too much attention to what's being said. Your eyes are too busy focusing on the wrought iron talismans that hang around the fire, meant to ward off certain fae.
Uh-oh. Is she able to identify which fae they're for?
Fairies, pixies, and imps.
So she is feeling like she needs to go the other way.
They are not magical,
Okay.
but you can tell that they are what they are.
Okay. They're just somebody's kind of like idea of a talisman or whatever to ward off.
Yeah.
Okay. But they are iron, and so she would kind of be like, eh.
All right. Anything before I bring them back?
Nah.
New song in your head now.
You're lucky I like you, Raph.
What did I miss?
He was doing the hand motions for Baby Shark.
I'm glad I missed that.
I mean, we can do it again for you if you want. Baby shark.
Nope. Excuse me while I deafen.
Because we're horrible, horrible people.
I don't know why. My favorite part is Mamaw Shark, so that's like my favorite part of the whole song. But, okay.
All right, so let's broadcast something else for us. I think we're settling in for the night. Maybe.
You're just gonna notice that Brika gives the fire a very wide berth. she is going to pick like the farthest point she can be and still kind of have a little bit of light from the fire, but that's it.
So, Tyr, looking at them, is it noticeable that how injured they are from being dragged?
My nose is broken, at the very least.
You can tell that Dreft is on the cusp of death. It looks like he got some extra attention.
And Brika only has 2 hit points, so if anybody looks dead, it's you know, what you can see of her doesn't look great.
Seeing how injured they are, Nan's eyes will go white once more, and she'll step forward to them. Allow me, my friend. And she will place a hand on Dreft, casting Cure Wounds. I know why he's laughing, and that's okay.
If my ribs weren't broken, I'd be laughing right now, because that's so funny that you call me your friend. It's so good. If only you could communicate that to your other half, that would be perfect. But that's fine, you don't have to right now. Just, oh, thank you.
Unfortunately, she does not seem to like you. You'll get 12 points of healing from that one. And then for Brika, 11 points. As she will go over to Brika, lay a hand on her. You do not look well. Allow me to help.
Thank you.
She'll step back, look over at Sarek. Are you well?
I've been better, yes.
She'll step over to Sarek, lay hand on him as well.
He only looks half dead.
And he gets 9 points.
That's good.
She'll step back, give a nod. The eyes will go brown again. Nan will shake her head. You just can't help yourself, can you? You really just can't.
No, because she's my friend. They're my friend. He's gonna go get his little blanket out of his thing. He's gonna predigitation it so that it warms him around his shoulders. He's gonna sit cross-legged, and he's gonna kind of like gonna look like when you like huddle up against the fire. He's gonna look like he's pouting, but then that's when he goes in his trance, and he's gonna swap out the dice set for the thieves' tools again.
All right.
Sarek's gonna curl up next to the fire, Ratchet Ken with his blanket, and settle in for a rest, unless something else pops up.
Brika?
Brika's still like a bit further away from the fire. She's just gonna kind of like sit. She's completely tucked in her cloak anyway, but she'll like thread her hands like this through the sleeves, and she has her hood pulled almost completely down to where basically you can't see her face at all. You see the veil out from under the hood, but the cowl comes down past her eyes, and she's used prestidigitation as well to kind of warm the area around her hands, and she casted it so that it's hands and shoulders.
Knees and toes, knees and toes. Nan?
Nan will pull her warm blanket out of the bag, sit near the fire and wrap it around her. Seeing Brika staying back from the fire. Is it too bright for you? I could make it dimmer.
No, she's gonna kind of nod a little bit towards. There's the iron emblems that are hanging around the fire, and she's gonna nod a little bit. Did you not recognize those?
Tyr, does she recognize those?
No, it just looks like iron decorations.
That's no.
Those are talisman against the Fae.
All right.
And she's just gonna kind of.
Here, I have a stupid question. Can everybody earmuff for a second so I can ask it?
Fine.
If they're talismans against the Fae, is Nan's other half affected by that?
They are not magical. They are just talismans.
Okay. I had to ask. Trying to play fair.
All right.
All right.
Brika's just gonna be like, at this point she had kind of tossed her head back so that her head flew back, and she's just gonna lean looking at Nan, and she's gonna kind of look at, while she's looking at Nan, she's gonna look in your eyes, but then she's gonna flick her eyes over to where your ears would be, and then back to your eyes, and she's gonna be, she already knows they're not magic. She's like, they may not be magic, but there's still, a sign of caution, and she's going to pull her hood all the way back up again.
Nan will just kind of look at it again and look back at you and shrug. 'Cause she doesn't get it. And she's not nosy.
Sarek knows better than ask questions he doesn't want answered. And he's sleeping.
Yeah. I'm pout trancing.
The emo
Sorry,
trance.
did you say you're pout trancing?
Yeah, I'm pout trancing. I'm pouting and trancing at the same time. Sort of the peaceful expression that you'd see on like an elf in their trance. It's just like a pout. Just like,
And morning will come. You will find that in your sleep you have been moved to sleep with the elk, as you was told you would be.
Elk are warm.
It is warm, but it
Smelly.
doesn't smell very well.
Like I said, he slept with worse.
Ugh.
It smells like Crusher.
fuck is this? As he screams out, coming out of his trance. It's like, wait, I did it. How did I disrespect him this time? And then he just starts muttering, sputtering in infernal obscenity. It's a mixture of obscenities and what have I done? How did I get here? What is even going on? And also, good dear TM, do we get a long rest?
You do.
Yes.
Ugh.
Hope being close to these things doesn't get her the idea to run around as one. Hate when she does that.
Oh, kitty.
I don't
Wait.
like being a cat either.
Fate, that gives me an idea, so. Do you think they would let us borrow a couple of some so we wouldn't have to walk there?
So you mean so you wouldn't have to walk there?
So we wouldn't have to walk there. I'm thinking of the group. Again, where's everyone being so selfish? We have been thrown into a quest together. I died, then you die. If you die, then I die. I don't want to die, so...
Sarek just walks up to you, puts his hand on the top of your head, and then raises his hand all the way up to the top of his head. So you can ride. And just starts going into camp to see if he can find some food or something before he heads north or wherever.
As you wander into camp, you find that you're having to do something you don't often do, Sarek. You're having to look up to greet people. These men and women of the North grow large. They speak in a language that you do not know, pointing at you and making interesting looking gestures that do not translate to anything that you know, but you can assume they are questioning your abilities to fight and procreate. It is at this time there will be a loud thumping of drums. Everyone will fall silent and fall to their knees as a woman, wrinkled with age, bent with time, but eyes as clear as the day springs, begins marching forward, dressed in bear furs, with a large bear head hood, carrying a staff with a crow on it.
Sarah, kind of making a slight wisdom check there, has decided he's going to take a knee as she comes out.
1 second. This is work. Okay. What do the rest of you do?
Go after Sarah. Genuinely.
Brika's just she's gonna stand and watch. She's not gonna kneel. She's already short. She's like, so honestly, there's a little bit of fear if she kneels, somebody might step on her and not even notice. Because, yeah, she's noticed how big all these people are, so she's just gonna stand.
Nan?
Nan, also being only about 5 foot tall, probably just going to kind of stay behind Sarek and peek around, kind of taking in what's happening.
The woman will clear her throat. I am Thuma Split Tongue. I am the matriarch of this tribe, and I will address you. And sadly, because of complications with work, this is where we have to end for the evening. I'm sorry it's shorter than normal. It was going to be short anyway, but work pays the bills, so we must keep them happy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be back to our normal schedules. We'll be playing tomorrow, normal time at 8 o'clock. It's good to be back. Hopefully this mandatory overtime stuff will end soon. So let's remind people who we are, where they can find us, and let's get the hell out of here.
Greetings, gamers. I'm Raph the Mad, and I've been playing Sarek the Blade tonight, and I can be found at BLKDragon13000 on the Twitters.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley. I was the voice of Nan, and you can find me on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hey everybody, it's me, Patrick, and I was the voice of Jeff Vitakin, and you can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
Hi, yes, I'm Ames, and I was the voice of Brika tonight, and you can find me on Twitter at LollyG50.
And I'm Tier the DM, the world's okayest DM, and you can find me on Twitter at Tier_the_DM. Times get challenging and difficult, I know from personal experience, but there are people that love you that will help you and will be there. Let them. Remember that love and inclusion are the torches that light a path to a better tomorrow. Come join us and be torchbearers. And remember, until next time, live a life to make yourself proud. We love you guys.